Korea the breaking news.
It's the most secretive society on earth. Diplomatic talks between the US and North Korea are at a standstill.
Okay, I'm standing in China, and this is North Korea. There's a bridge just over there called the Friendship Bridge, and we're just about to cross it and go into the country. I am just about to get on the train to Pyongyang in North Korea. I just received my tourist card. This is going to be my visa and passport for the next few days. I actually have to hand over my passport and I get that back when I leave, and this serves as my ID in North Korea. Got a whole crew here. This is everyone we're going with, and yeah, I'm just going to show you everything that's going on starting from now.
Ready. Alright, let's go.
So the first part, we're going to be on a standing train to the border. Apparently it's just about 10 minutes, and then we jump off and then change. And I think we get back on the same train, but we'll find out in a minute. The border's going to be interesting. I don't know how much I can film of it because it's a border, but I'm going to try and give you an update after. Okay, we're through the Chinese side, and now we're waiting in this little bit to get on the train and then go to the North Korean side. Alright, this is it, guys. This is the train that's taking us in to North Korea. So this bit is just 10 minutes on the train and we're just standing, but I've just found out that when we get to the other side of the river, which is where the natural border is between China and North Korea, it's probably going to take about an hour and 45 to get through immigration. Like I said, I don't know how much I can film, but I think it's going to be very interesting to see. There's only one train that goes in and out of North Korea each day across the bridge that connects it, which is what we're getting now. Apparently there's also another 6-highway bridge that connects from China, that China built, but that's not open yet because they're waiting for a highway to be built on the other side. I'm just going to keep filling you with knowledge because this is all really interesting. Also, apparently there's 120,000 North Koreans living here in Dandong and 350,000 North Koreans living in Shenyang, another city, because of their family ties and their ability to live in China, which is something I didn't know. Anyway, enough facts for now. I'm going to get on the train. Yeah, so this is pretty much us for the next 10 minutes. Right here. Okay, I'm going to do a few voiceovers like this throughout the series because I wasn't really sure what I'd be allowed to say, and this way I can say exactly what I was feeling. So this was our real first impressions of North Korea as we were entering, going across this Friendship Bridge. And we weren't really sure what we could say, and some of us were quiet because we weren't sure what to expect from the border. Now, when we did get there, it was quite easy, but all of our bags were emptied in this room, and they checked for books and cameras and smartphones. As it was, it took about an hour and a half, and then we were just let straight through. It's an hour and a half later, and the customs guys just went through all of our bags. We had to say if we had mobile phones, laptops, or iPads, and they ticked it off next to our name, and then they also inspected for what kind of books we had in the bags, because certain books aren't allowed in to North Korea. We are now boarding the train, and then I think we have about 5 hours until we get to Pyongyang. Okay, so this is the international carriage where most foreign tourists go on, and we are getting the domestic, which is coming in right now. Alright, next stop, Pyongyang. Okay, first up we were given a meal by our tour guide, and by the way, you need a tour to go into North Korea, you can't do it independently. I did it with Young Pioneers Tours, the link's in the description below. For the first few hours, all we were doing is just staring out into the countryside to try and make sense of it. You hear so much about North Korea in the news, and we just wanted to try and see it with our own eyes and try and figure out what these people's lives are like, try and have some sort of insight into a daily routine for people that we may never interact with. Okay, so we've been going for about 10 minutes, and we're just looking out the window and seeing everything we can. This is a real opportunity to see the real countryside of North Korea. What's interesting is most of the people that notice that we're foreigners here are just staring straight back. So we're going past and just staring at each other. It's a thin divide, but we can't go there. I can't go walk around that bit. We can see it, Trevor?
Yeah, like it's also weird because you find yourself second guessing yourself. Like I see something and then I'm like, well, is that building actually man?
One of the things that was really noticeable was the lack of cars and buses on the road. Most people were just on bicycles or walking. I mean, this was one of the only cars we saw in 5 hours. Right, we've just been told there are North Korean beers on this train. I imagine they're quite similar to normal beers. So we're going to find out. We came to find beer.
How many beers do you want?
After he kind of laughed at us. Right, this is, I hope it's North Korean beer, I'm guessing. What do you think?
It looks pretty North Korean to me. That's that bridge.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Chinese building.
It's North Korean. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. Right, here we go then. First sip, North Korean beer. Wow. No, I mean, it's genuinely just beer. It's because it's in North Korea. Yeah, it's beer.
Yeah.
But in North Korea, there's North Korean soju.
It's just drinking alcohol, like, you know, alcohol. It's not bad.
Not bad?
Not bad. Like, you can trust this and it's gonna be okay.
Nice.
But it's gonna be way hot.
It's going to hit you. No, I've got to be honest, this was a weird juxtaposition, and the contrast wasn't lost on us. We were sat in a train carriage with extreme privilege, being able to drink beers in North Korea and then travel afterwards, where most of these people that we were going past will probably never leave their region. The whole landscape for 5 hours was just as barren as this until we reached Pyongyang. And this is the capital, and you can see the whole scenery and everything changed. Just about 6 hours later, and we have arrived to Pyongyang. We're in the capital of North Korea right now, which is fairly surreal, and it's been surreal the whole time getting here, but there's a lot more to see. So we're either being checked for our passports now, or we're handing them over. Man, just from a complete tourist point of view, I can't get over being in Pyongyang right now. It's one of the most secluded, like, unlikely places to visit in the world. I'm literally just about the train station in the center of Pyongyang in North Korea.
Welcome to Korea. Nice to meet you. 안녕하십니까.
안녕하십니까.
Okay, so is it the first time to come to Korea for everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we had 2 North Korean guides for the whole time we were there, as well as an international guide. And we got to have a little bit of a city tour via bus, just seeing some of the sights. The first thing I noticed that this was a very clean, well looked after city. And it could easily have been any city that was previously in the Soviet Union if you didn't know the background information about North Korea. So I will say, if you're going there as a tourist, then make sure to do your research beforehand and learn everything you can before, because you're going to be presented with a very one-sided view once you're inside the country. Ask as many questions as you want. You're free to ask questions completely. There's no restrictions on what you can ask, but just have a bit of background knowledge. Here we went for dinner, and actually it was very, very good dinner. We were quite happy with it, but it was clearly a tourist restaurant, and I don't think many North Koreans would be here. Now we got a little bit of a night tour around the city, which was great, because we got to walk out for about half an hour and see some of the local streets of this newly built area. And that was it for the night. We got a little bit of a drive back on the way to the hotel, where we rested up, because the bulk of the exploring was going to be the next day. We've made it to the hotel, and we're about to crash tonight, because tomorrow is the full day of exploring. Today was mostly a transit day of getting here, being on that train from the border to the center of Pyongyang, and then we got to explore a little bit. I would say it's been fairly painless. It was quite easy to get all the way here with the visa, even though it took a while, and then the train journey was easy, and then walking around with the food and everything, that was pretty straightforward. And now we're here in quite a nice hotel. I'm going to get some rest because we're up early tomorrow morning to have a full look around Pyongyang. So if you want to see that, then check back for the next video. But for now, I'll just say thank you for watching, and this is my life.
say not bad, but edible.
It's the first day in Pyongyang. We arrived here late last night and just about to go exploring for a full day around the city. I'm gonna just basically show you everything we see today and try and document as much as possible. And then at the end of it, I'm gonna give my first impressions of Pyongyang and first impressions of North Korea. So first up this morning, we're going for a walk around Pyongyang. And I think this is what most of us are interested in. Just seeing what the real North Korean people do here and how they live their normal lives. Of course, it's hard to get a real accurate impression because we can't really talk with many people here. One thing that's very interesting so far is that everyone is pretty much dressed the same, and apparently it is a rule here. There's like fashion police that go around and make sure the guys are dressed formally and the women are obviously dressed formally with skirts, and it's quite noticeable that everyone is dressed very formal around Pyongyang. Just come into the English and foreign language bookstore. So this is where you can get a lot of texts about North Korea from their perspective and about Kim Jong-il and Kim Il-sung from here, translated into foreign languages. So this next part is apparently where we need to be the most respectful of the whole trip. We're going up here to see the Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il statues, which are quite famous to Pyongyang and North Korea. You might have seen them before. When we go there, you have to bow. If you don't bow, then you can't go see it. That's just one of the rules here, and it's a respect thing. Same as any other religious monument around the world, it has its own rules. So if you want to go there, then you have to go and pay your respects and bow. You also can't take any shots of the statues without them being in full frame. So I can't crop it at all. I have to have the whole statue in the shot. And those are basically two rules. I'm going to go in and see it now. Oh, sorry, and one last thing I just forgot is that I needed to change into trousers. So I actually don't have any, but I borrowed some of one of the other guys here. And yeah, you have to wear trousers as well, no shorts or flip-flops or anything. Very cool. So these are the statues, and you can go up and lay flowers there if you want to. Our guide did, the rest of us didn't, but again, it's a respect thing. And yeah, you can come here. I just found out that groups of Chinese tourists aren't allowed here, because we are allowed here because we're quite respectful, but the North Koreans haven't allowed large groups of Chinese tourists to come to this spot, even though there's a lot of Chinese tourism in North Korea.
They don't teach investing in school, and I think that's one of the biggest flaws of public education. Nobody teach.
I just don't want you guys to have any issues when you're buying stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Cool. So I just got North Korean money. This is 5,000.
Feel free to like it.
So we're now at Mount Daesung Park, and this was one of the highlights of the itinerary because it's May Day festival right now, which apparently this only ever gets this busy on one day. And there's lots of sort of attractions and food stores and things we can take part in and kind of interact with more local people as well. I have no idea what's going on.
Yes, yes, please.
Yeah?
No, different, not Oreo. Yeah, the orange.
Okay.
What's that? Strawberry.
I think so. I want some of my hair here, but cheers. Oh yeah. Very hot. I think I have to wait a bit. There you go. I'm almost through one bite. Yeah, I got it. Nailed it. I'm gonna go see if I can get a ball. Yeah. How's it touch? Can I play? Yeah? Alright, fine, I have to work for it. Alright, just played football for about 10 minutes, and the whole time it was every kid keeping it away from the white guys. We did get the ball a couple times, but as you can see, I'm completely out of breath now. We're now getting involved in a tug of war. So, yeah, you know how this goes. Pretty intense game of tug of war, and we won. It was the best of 3 and we won 2. And yeah, that was actually quite cool. It was like high-fiving all the North Koreans playing here, like doing it together. That was a good experience. Okay, next up is lunch. We have Korean hot pot with some shared food, and yeah, this is us. Okay, so here you get a personal hot pot. This is my pork, and this is my hot pot, as demonstrated right here. Yeah, cool. We're at Moran Hill now, and again, there's loads of locals out because it's the May Day holiday. So apparently we can walk through for about half an hour now, and free to interact with whoever we want as long as we stay as part of this big group we're in. Okay, actually I realise this video is now getting quite long because we're doing a lot, and I want to show you as much of Pyongyang as I possibly can. So I'm going to cut this video here and go to my first impressions next. And then if you want to see what we get up to further in Pyongyang, that'll be in the next video. But for now, first impressions. So, I'm back in Beijing now, I'm out of the country, and I wanted to give my real first impressions of North Korea once I was outside the country, so I feel like I can say whatever I want, and so you guys know that I'm also saying exactly what I want to. I'm not limited by being inside the country. And the first thing I want to say is that I'm filming. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Thanks, man. Yeah. So the first thing I want to say is that my expectations beforehand were that I wouldn't be able to really say my own opinion or say much at all to the camera whatsoever, and I'd have to be really careful with kind of photos and videos I was taking while there, asking permission all the time and trying to find out what I can and can't film and what I can and can't say. But although I was only there for, in total, you'll see in the next videos, I was there in total for about 2.5 days. So I can't fully comment on the whole of North Korea, but from what I can say about Pyongyang is that I was pretty much able to film and say whatever I wanted. As long as it wasn't derogatory to the supreme leaders and Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong-il and Kim Il-sung, as long as I didn't say anything really like bad about them, then I could
say whatever I want. And like I've seen videos before saying that they didn't feel comfortable with what they could say to the camera, like felt like they were looking over their shoulders to see like if people were listening to them. I didn't really feel that at all. I felt like quite able to say what I wanted and be able to film anything, really. Like the only things you can't film while you're there are military and construction. The military thing is the same in a lot of countries, it's not just North Korea. And saying things about leaders and kings and stuff is also the same in other countries as well. For example, Thailand is a country similar to that. So I felt like I had lots more ability to say and film and take photos than I'd previously thought beforehand. That being said, it is still a place where you're only shown exactly what they want you to see. So we're on a strict itinerary while we're there. We're taken to all places that we have been given permission to go to beforehand, and you can't explore it without local guides, and you can't explore it just independently on your own. You're not allowed, for example, just to walk around the streets or leave like the hotel we were staying in. We're not allowed to leave the compound, and that's just like one of the rules of travel there. So you do only see what they want you to see, and I can't say that I'm able to comment on real local life, and I didn't have many interactions with real local people, primarily because of the language barrier. Like I'm not really able to interact with them that much anyway, so I really can't comment on that side of it. I can only just say what I saw while I was there. And I want to be really clear in this, that I'm not defending or like advocating North Korea in any way really. I'm just saying what it's like to be a tourist there and what my first impressions were of it after a couple of days spent there. The next thing I want to say is that I also heard beforehand that people don't really look at you, and if you get eye contact they'll look away, or if you try and smile or wave then like they'll shy away and not want to interact with you. And again, in Pyongyang that wasn't my experience. Each time I would wave to a kid or like smile at someone, occasionally they'd look away and get shy or whatever, but for the most part the kid would wave back or smile back or nod their head or whatever. Like I said, still didn't really get a solid one-to-one interaction, but just from trying that sort of thing on the streets, I didn't feel like we were these, I didn't feel like we were these untouchable foreign objects. I felt like you could smile and people would generally smile back. Now this is just my personal experience of having been there for a couple of days, and like I say, take it all with a pinch of salt because we are only shown what we're allowed to see. But I can only comment on what I've seen. And there's plenty of other resources out there that you can go and listen to, read or watch or whatever about North Korea as a country, but I can only comment on what I saw and what my first impressions were after being there for a couple of days. So I hope you enjoyed this video, or I hope like it gave you an insight into North Korea anyway. And there's still a couple more to come. I've filmed the rest of this day and then the next day, and check back for those because there's some more information in those too. But for now, I just want to say thank you for watching, and yeah, I'm interested to see what the reaction will be to this and what you think about traveling to North Korea, whether you would, and let me know all of that in the comments below because I want to get a good conversation going about traveling to North Korea. For now, I'll see you again in the next video.
And we're now heading to Yalu River, which borders North Korea. We are James and Kelly with 2 tickets around the world. We are currently living in China teaching English. We use our holidays and weekends to get out to explore, bringing you along with us. During the May holiday, we went to Dandong in the northeast of China to get as close to North Korea as possible. Today we are heading to Dandong. Dandong is a 2-hour speed train ride from Dalian.
Heavy door.
Wow. It's so fancy. And a shower.
Shower.
Smells like fresh paint. That bed looks nice.
Let's look at our view.
This bed.
We got a view of the river.
And North Korea.
Is that North Korea?
I don't know. I think it is.
No way, that's North Korea.
That's the river.
Gotta look at the map.
We just checked into our hotel and we are walking on the streets of Dandong looking for a place to eat.
We looked online and we found this place that said it has good Korean cold noodles. So we have the address and we're gonna go and attempt to find out if it's actually there. That place has shows. So this restaurant behind me, it's quite small, but this is the one that the website said. They were supposed to get lung me in. I bet they're gonna be confused when I walk in.
Yeah. In the back.
I was like, where are we going?
Yeah. Some spicy sauce, tofu, fish.
So we walked in, and the lady did not seem surprised by us at all. She said 2 cold noodles, all in Chinese, obviously. And we're like, yeah. And she's like, what do you want for vegetables? And we're like, tofu. And then she's like, this, hao-che. And we picked these, like, I think it's shrimp.
We're gonna eat it and find out if it's our chip.
Yeah.
Hope it doesn't kill me.
Archima?
Yeah, I remember that.
What is it?
There's fish. It's a type of.
And it tastes like a clam.
We have our noodles.
But we definitely enjoyed our meal.
Wait out back here. The entrance is at the front.
Building looks so right now.
I know. The building we're in it.
We just finished lunch.
And we're now heading to Yalu River, which borders North Korea. We just bought our tickets for the Broken Bridge. It was 30 kwai per person, and it allows you to walk all the way to the end of the bridge so you can view as much of Korea as possible.
Construction workers at the top of one of the buildings, but other than that, there's really no life to be seen.
Both bridges were bombed repeatedly by the American forces during the Korean War to stop Chinese troops from entering into North Korea. North Korea rebuilt the Friendship Bridge, but left the other bridge broken to symbolize what America did during the war. In 1980, China made their side into a viewing platform to look over North Korea. you. Nice to meet you too.
We just finished our walk on the Broken Bridge, and we're kind of reflecting on what we've seen today here. And it's been kind of weird for us, because on the Chinese side, there's tons of people here. I mean, it's a holiday, so a lot of people came up here to look at the scenic area. People dressing up in Korean clothes and taking pictures with the river in the background.
And they're selling Korean like stamps, Korean coins, money, this different little stuff revolving around Korea. It is possible to go on a boat tour. It looks like it's 100 kwai per person for about a 15-minute boat ride. I guess this boat ride will take you across the river to see different sites along the North Korean border. And it's probably one of the closest ways that we would ever be able to get to North Korea, but we're going to probably opt out of it because of it's expensive and there's a lot of people. You can pay to use these binoculars to look over North Korea. It's like 10 kwai for 5 minutes. You can see North Korea. We're now walking around looking for some dinner. We left the camera at home because it's dark and it wouldn't really work well. I think we're off to find Korean barbecue or something. I'm not sure. Just gonna look at the restaurants and see where the people are. Restaurant by WeChat group, and it's very busy, so it looks like it's gonna be a good restaurant. It's Korean barbecue, so we have a platter of meat stuffing, and then we order potatoes, and of course, beer.
We're on the way to Japan. We stopped by Vancouver, Canada. Landing in Vancouver, Canada.
Từ mình đi Vancouver gần quá chứ. Vancouver cũng hay lắm, nhiều người coi lắm.
12:40 mới ra ngoài, mới bài tiếp. Là mình được câu khoảng giờ là
Nhưng mà 12:40 nhưng mà 11 giờ.
Canada. Arrived Vancouver, Canada, on the way to Japan. Today is the August 25th, 2023. We take the first trip after almost 3 months wait for the passport to come. So now passport arrived, so we go to Japan. Welcome to Vancouver. đi ngoài đi. From airport we had stop over until 12:40, so we take the train, free train, go to Templeton here, shopping center. Let's see, and come back at we had next flight at 12:40, so we come back walking around here and come back to catch next flight to Japan. Yeah, Templeton in Vancouver, Canada. Narita Airport.
90 độ F.
We arrived to Narita, Tokyo.
名前が表ができるように。それから看板もできるように。đường tròn sáng. Clear. Thay đổi đó thì
Đấy. Today is April 27th, 2023. We take the train to go to Tokyo. This morning we wake up at 1:30 a.m. We walk on the street to go to fish market, but the fish market is closed. We cannot do it, so we go back several hours, 20 minutes to go there and about 20 minutes to get back. So that was the fish market closed, so we may have to go maybe Sunday. So we have to go tomorrow or something. So now we take a train from Asakusa Bashi, go to Kyoto, Osaka, and come back to Tokyo this afternoon.
Đi ngoài đường thôi, nó sợ quay qua nó chào cảnh sát đó.
We stopped by the city named Nagoya in Japan.
Osaka là chưa tới Osaka.
Yoga, Siena Yoga in Japan. Nhà nó nhỏ không vĩ đại. Nagoya, N-A-G-O-Y-A, no, Nagoya. Phải không? Đi lấy nón anh gì mà anh có nón đi.
Quay hay là không?
Có quay đi. Đi vô Castle. Đi đến đây là phải đi đây rồi á. Chưa đi.
すいません、撮影禁止です。
キュート。
それ以外の場所ではマナーモードに設定の上、通話はご遠慮ください。次、止まります。扉が開くまでその場でお待ちください。品川本店へは次でお降りください。運賃はお降りの際、運賃箱でお入れください。IC カードご利用のお客様はしっかりとカードをタッチしてください。This bus is bound for Kyoto. 車内では手荷物が周りのお客様のご迷惑とならないようご配慮をお願いいたします。車内では大きなカバンやリュックサックなどの手荷物は体の前にお持ちいただくなど、周りのお客様のご迷惑とならないようご配慮をお願いいたします。快適な車内環境づくりに皆様のご協力をお願いします。Personal belongings should be managed at all times in order to avoid causing inconvenience to others around you. Please be considerate of others around you, especially during times of congestion. 止まります。扉が開く。
Cái này ít người gọi. Imperial Palace in Tokyo. we wake up early and reserve the tour tomorrow. Go to Fiji Mountain, and after that we take off. We take the train at 10 a.m. to go to Kyoto to see the bamboo tree garden and deer park. Every time today, that's the plan today. Now we're on the train. Take about 2.5 hours from Toyo Station to Kyoto Station. We arrived in Kyoto again. We've been here 2 days ago. Now we come back to Kyoto.
Người nào ta cũng đem carry trash rồi xuống người ta bỏ vào thùng nha, chứ không có điểm tùm lum trên xe lửa đâu. Gần chút xíu à.
Katajima and go to Bamboo Garden. Go to the garden. What Bamboo Garden is now? Wrong place to come back here to go to right place, go to station number 30, 31. Cái gà đây này. Ok, dưới đây. 233. Muốn hỏi. Go to Bamboo Garden. Dân tôi cố nhiều lắm em.
Bobby, come back. We're going to see the garden and temple.
Nữa rất nữa. Oh.
มันไม่เย็นผมไม่อยากกินหลายปีหลังพระ 他有变吗？跟我们之前去。
Thôi, xin tiền.
Tiếng Việt không?
Nãy có nói chụp thấy chụp được.
Mà xin lại nó có bị hoa sen không?
Anh nghĩ thế giới chỉ có bamboo này không đó, cái bamboo forest này không, không có bamboo forest như vậy. Hay quá, very unique, rất là đặc biệt. Người ta forest đủ loại cây này bamboo thôi.
Mình mướn cái bộ đồ này mặc hay.
Nhỏ này mặc đồ hay quá. Thì muốn đứng cái gì? It looks like our pond at home in Singapore. Chỗ này tiệm ăn nhiều quá hả? the August 30th, 2023. We take the tour from Tokyo to Mount Fuji. Group around 50-60 people on the tour here. With 2 bus, 2 or 3 buses.
Điểm của cái này Mỹ
2 buses, 3 buses.
11 line nè, 10.
Không có bus kìa, bus kìa không đi bus. 2 buses or 3 buses? 3 buses. So about 150 tourists go here Fiji. Fiji. So Tokyo right now. Take about 2 hours to reach Mount Fuji. Imperial Palace.
So, good morning again. Good morning.
Morning.
So, welcome to Japan and thank you for joining our tour. So, I'm today's tour guide. My name is Mint.
Mint.
M-I-N-T, Mint. I was born and raised in Japan, and Mint is actually my real actual Japanese name. So, in Japan, Mint means meat. Okay, it's really safe.
Simple.
So like it's peppermint or minty. So I think it's kind of easy name to remember. So nice to meet you. And also, sorry, this is my second day working here.
Oh,
so I'm a bit nervous. Thank you. So I'm a bit nervous, but I'll try my best. I try my best. Thank you. And also we have our driver today. Our driver name is Takeda-san. Yes, Takeda-san. So Takeda is actually his family name. In Japan, it is normal to call someone with a family name, especially in a workplace. So we call Takeda-san. San means like a Mr. or Mrs.
Like
in English.
Fuji-san.
So it's a way to show the respect to the person. So we call Takeda-san. So when you call me, please call me Mint-san.
Mint-san.
I'm just kidding. You don't have to put san to me, but we have Takeda-san today. Alright? So our first mission, our first job is say good morning to Takeda-san in Japanese. Do you know how to say good morning in Japanese? You know? Yeah, perfect. We say Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. You need to practice.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Alright, so I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, and then please follow the 3, 2, 1, and then say Takeda-san, Ohayo gozaimasu. Takeda-san, Ohayo gozaimasu. Are you ready?
Yes.
You ready? You need practice or no more?
No.
Alright, so say Takeda-san, Ohayo gozaimasu. 3, 2, 1.
Takeda-san, Ohayo gozaimasu.
Thank you. Good job. So now you learned one Japanese. Ohayo gozaimasu. Is it okay if I introduce some other Japanese phrase, which is very practical? You're gonna use those words like every day in Japan, or you say in Japan. So first word is 大丈夫ですか? 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 大丈夫ですか means are you alright? Are you alright? 大丈夫ですか? So when you see someone who are in need, who have a problem, you can say 大丈夫ですか with a serious face kind of. 大丈夫ですか? And then what if someone asks you 大丈夫ですか? You're gonna say, I'm alright, no problem, right?
Yeah.
You wanna say no problem. And how we can say no problem in Japanese? we say 問題ない
問題ない
問題ない問題ない But it's still difficult to remember, right?
Yeah.
So I have a cheating way. So we can say Monday night. Monday night. Monday night.
Oh, Monday night.
So when someone says to you, are you alright? 大丈夫ですか? You can say Monday night. Monday night.
Arigato.
Yeah, you know a lot. So we say arigato or arigato gozaimasu. If we put gozaimasu, it's more like a way to show the respect, more respectful way. So we say ohayo or ohayo gozaimasu.
Arigato
And
gozaimasu.
but do you know how to say you're welcome in Japanese? You're welcome. So we say どういたしまして You're welcome. どういたしましてどういたしまして But it's difficult again, right? So I have a cheating. We can say don't touch my mustache. Don't touch my mustache. どういたしまして Easy. Japanese easy. どういたしましてどういたしまして So thank you joining for my
Ồ, nó cho mình ăn buffet
Japanese class.
Nhưng mà mình đâu có đọc tiền.
có rồi về thì không có
Ủa, lên được hả? Vậy à?
không thì cái ông kia rồi
Mấy người này đi làm á chứ.
đồ hèn quá
Đi làm.
có cái này có trời ha
Mặc đồng phục hết á, áo trắng hết.
Your exit or where to go, they can tell you what to do. No worries. The scenic station, don't cry.
Nhiều lắm. Của mình là cô, của mình là cô Minato.
Highest place where we can go by vehicle.
đúng rồi mình biết rồi á
Highest place. And after Mount Fuji 5th station, we're gonna go Oshino Shinobi no Sato, which is called Ninja Village. So we can see actual ninja. Actual ninja.
Bên này nè.
Don't fight against them. They are strong. And we have a lunch there. We have a lunch in Ninja Village. The customer who has a reservation for the lunch. Alright? But there is some customers who don't have a reservation for the lunch. It's okay, it's your choice, but be careful, there is no place where we can get food. Like there's no convenience store there. So if you need a lunch, you can add like upgrading your option with 3,000 yen per person. If you already have a reservation for the lunch, or should I confirm it? Should I check it? Okay, or yeah. Okay, so if you're interested in upgrade, let me know. I'm gonna ask you later. And then Ninja Village, there's also Japanese garden, beautiful Japanese garden, and we can explore the Japanese garden and see the beautiful scenery. 2019, like 4 years ago. For Japanese national team, that was the first time to make a progress, to make a step to the main tournament. That was the first time in the history of Japan's rugby.
Basketball, I mean.
And then this time, Rugby World Cup 2023 in France. So cheer your own country's team and also Japanese team. And then today, the weather looks nice. Actually, during the summer season, there is a possibility to see Mount Fuji. It's like a 20%. 20% is very low because maybe you already feel the Japan's humidity and yeah, sometimes and the Mount Fuji area is a high altitude area, so the weather is not stable. Weather sometimes become unstable, so that's because there is a low possibility we can see the Mount Fuji. But now it looks good. Now it looks good. So, but as I mentioned, the climate, the weather will change quickly, immediately. So keep finger crossed for Mount Fuji. For Mount Fuji. But if you can't, just in case, if you can't see Mount Fuji from the 5th station of the Mount Fuji, no worries. We still have some point where we can see Mount Fuji, like other destinations, and it's the opposite side. No worries. Keep finger crossing.
Nhưng mà cái mùa summer là cái mùa climbing season, that's why người ta.
Yeah, it's maybe you saw it. It's a horse race stadium. Horse race stadium. In Japan, basically, the gambling is prohibited by the law. But there is a three exceptions. First, horse race. Second, boat race, like a motorboat. Motorboat race. And third one is bicycle race. So those are three races, three type of gambling that is allowed to bet. But I could see, especially on the weekend, a lot of people got tragedy, got sad after the horse race.
It was added as having inspired artists and poets and been the object of pilgrimage for centuries. It was recognized that Mount Fuji has influenced Japanese people very much, especially their view of nature and culture. At first, I will explain about Mount Fuji as an object of the faith. Mount Fuji continues volcanic activity, still now is an active volcano. There was more volcanic activity in ancient times, so it was an object to respect and pray to in ancient times. Because Japanese traditional mountain worship and Buddhism overlapped after the volcanic activity settled, it became a mountain for trainers to climb. This has continued to the present, and Mount Fuji is always full of people aiming for the mountain top. About 300,000 people visit to climb it every year. Let me talk about the artistic side of Mount Fuji next. Mount Fuji gives inspiration to plenty of artists with its magnificence and beauty. It has been chosen as a subject of pictures, art and dramas for a long time, and many artistic works are still famous now. It is described in Manyashu, the oldest waka collection, which published in the 8th century. Waka is traditional Japanese short poetry. And ukiyo-e paintings depicting Mount Fuji are especially famous. Ukiyo-e paintings were woodblock prints made
Alright, rise again. Can you see the building which has a red, the letter with Yakult?
Yes.
Yakult.
That's yogurt.
Have you ever heard of Yakult?
Or
have you ever tried it?
Yeah.
Yakult tried it. So now Yakult has a big market around the world, and it has a branch more than 40 countries. And in Japan, only in Japan, they are producing Yakult, which is 1 million Yakult a day.
Ooh.
A day.
Wow.
So many Yakult. And and the Yakult has an interesting kind of tradition, which is called Yakult Ready. So they hire Yakult Ready. Yakult Ready is a women workers of Yakult company, and they selling Yakult. They visit the company's office, and they offer to sell Yakult. And we can see a lot of Yakult ladies around the Tokyo area, especially Shinjuku area, because that area is an office area. And actually I could see it today at the Ginza station. So you can tell immediately, like they are in uniform, which is navy color uniform, and has a logo here, Yakult, red color, and they are carrying big carries, big luggage, and it has a Yakult inside of the luggage. And also, couple of years ago, Yakult released a new product, which is called Yakult 1000. Yakult 1000. What is the difference between normal Yakult and the Yakult 1000? Actually, Yakult 1000 was became so popular, and we cannot see any grocery stores or supermarket because people wanted it. People are very, wanted the Yakult 1000 because people believe if you drink Yakult 1000 before you go to the bed, you have a very good quality of sleep time. Your body got relaxed and having a nice sleep time. So people bought a lot of Yakult 1000 and it sold out. But now we can see the Yakult 1000 on the supermarket or grocery stores. If you are interested, who wants to try it? Who wants to Yakult 1000? Actually, I don't have it. I'm asking. So if you are interested, go to the grocery store and find the Yakult 1000. More than half of the Mount Fuji. And now Mount Fuji is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it has given a lot of effect to the people, not only inside of Japan but also outside of Japan. And in Japan, one example is ukiyo-e. Ukiyo-e. Have you heard of it? Ukiyo-e. It's a Japanese artwork. It's a Japanese type of art. And the idea is there is a wood board. So it's like a wood print. So there is a wood board and you curve it with a tool and make one picture on the wood. And then you're gonna put a paper on the wood board and put one color one time, put a color and remove the seed. And then they put another color again, another color, and put a sheet and remove it, and you repeat again and again, so that finally you have one completed picture of ukiyo-e. So it takes a lot of time to create one ukiyo-e. And there is one famous ukiyo-e creator in Japan. His name is Katsushika Hokusai. Katsushika Hokusai, sorry. Katsushika Hokusai. And you may know this picture. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it to the back later. This Mount Fuji and the big wave picture. This is from Katsushika Hokusai. So he created what is called Fugaku 36, which means 36 pieces of Mount Fuji, and it's one series. 36 pieces of Mount Fuji's picture. Why 36? Because like a long time ago, people have a 36 point of the 36 like a place where you can see the Mount Fuji from a beautiful angle around the Tokyo area. So he walked around Japan and visit those 36 points by himself. There's no vehicle, no bicycle, so he walked by himself, and he painted 36 pictures from those angles from 36 points. And when he finished his artwork, 36 artwork, he was more than 70 years old. 70. So what a tough guy. and he created 36 pieces of Mount Fuji, and it became really famous. And if you are interested in surfing, have you ever heard Quicksilver company? Quicksilver. Quicksilver has a logo which came from ukiyo-e. There's a Mount Fuji, and also it looks like a ukiyo-e. So that's why Mount Fuji has given an effect to the not only Japan but also other countries.
Is a big company.
Type of culture company.
Trước mình nó đi Bali về đó, nó mua cho một đôi cái áo Quicksilver của Bali.
Which is called Tengu. Tengu. Maybe you already know, you can recognize it in your emoji, right? So this is a goblin, but this is a kind of good kind of goblin. This goblin expels something bad from the mountain, because in Japan's religion, Shintoism, in ancient time, people believe everything has a god. Mountain has a god, river has a god, sky has a god, and also toilet. Even toilet has a god. I'm serious. So that's why people believe there is also goblin, which can, like a gardener of the mountain. So that's why he's kind of making a face and looks like angry with a left face to expel something evil, something bad. Tengu.
Xe lửa tới cái chỗ Takao Mountain. Rồi lúc cái nó nói cái mountain Takao này đi về từ cái chỗ mình đi á.
Been to grocery store and find fruits.
Which is expensive.
Maybe you will find it later. And also you will find it so expensive.
Yes.
So expensive. There's a case like one bunch of grape is more than 1 million yen. 1 million yen. That's crazy. Crazy expensive. Chinese country. More than 70% of Japanese land is mountain. So there is a very limited area farmers can grow vegetables or fruits, so that the farmers should be competitive each other, not only quantity, but quality. So that price gonna be higher and higher, because they have a good quality. And also the second reason is the culture of Japan. Since ancient time, we have a culture of giving a fruit as a gift to your boss, family, relatives, someone important for you. So because it's a gift, must be expensive.
And quality.
So that's why the fruits sometimes become so expensive.
Cái câu chơi của nó như vậy, giống như do đồ dở không? Mẹ cũng vậy á.
Okay, volcano. And the two is Ashitaka volcano. So there is a two volcano, and it erupted. It erupted 30,000 years ago. It erupted, and people find there is another mountain between two mountains, between Komitake and Ashitaka mountain. So the new mountain called Old Mount Fuji. And the Old Mount Fuji erupted again, and then it covers those three mountains. So there is a combination of three mountains, and it started to call Mount Fuji. So basically, Mount Fuji is a combination of three active volcanoes, and it's still active.
Really?
there's a possibility of eruption.
Hope not
Did you
today.
read on the website saying user wear comfortable shoes? Do you have?
Yes.
On the 5th station of Mount Fuji,
Yeah.
if you see me running away, you know what to do, right? But actually, last year, government made an announcement that there is a higher risk of eruption last year.
Oh.
Because Mount Fuji didn't have a lot of snow last year, and the volcanic activity was still active last year.
Nó nóng quá.
And actually, the local people around Mount Fuji had an announcement that they may need evacuation. But it didn't happen, fortunately. And this year, we will be safe because it has a lot of snows and the volcanic activity get cold, calm down. So we are safe. I hope we are safe today. But maybe today, I hope not today because I'm walking. Tomorrow, who knows? In a crossing. This is called Torii Gate. Torii Gate. This is a gate, and this is a symbol of Shinto shrine. This is a symbol of shrine. So when you find this Torii Gate, it automatically means there is a shrine. This is a gate. So on the Mount Fuji there is a shrine, and I'm gonna explain how to make a worship. Because the shrine, the people believe shrine is a place where God lives. So we can make a worship and make a wish, any kind of wish. So there is a 5 step. Oh, additionally one. Alright, first, when you see the Torii Gate, when you pass through the Torii Gate, do one bow.
Okay.
One bow. Alright? And there is also a place where you can wash your hand. So before entering the main part of the shrine, after passing through the Torii Gate and before entering the main shrine, you need to wash your hand to purify yourself. And in front of the main building of the shrine, there is a wood box. And in front of the wood box, you can make a worship. And I'm gonna explain how to make a worship, right? So first, toss your coin to the box. Toss coin. Any kind of coin is good, but if you have a 5 yen coin, that is the best. If you don't have any coins, toss your credit card. Put your credit card. Don't do that. So put a coin first, and then do 2 bow. Put a coin, bow twice, and then clap twice. And then you can make wish, any kind of wish. Money, safety travel, good health. And then after finishing making a wish, you can do one bow. Alright, there's a lot of rules, but toss your coin first, bow twice, clap twice, make a wish, and then one bow. Alright? In Japan.
Oh, we got Japan.
And actually it has a 2 type of world record. One is a steepest roller coaster. So steepest means
now we go to Mount Fuji Mata.
Giống như ở Hawaii tôi không có cây cỏ, đây sao cây cỏ nhìn nó đẹp nhờ cái đó.
Now we go to Mata. Oh, cho xe theo, không cho xe đi á, xe hơi đó. Thì bắt đầu tại đường nhỏ quá theo. Đi heavy traffic. Now we go to Mount Phil.
Hello chú. Hello.
Now we go to Mabushi Mountain.
After getting your lucky bell, we're gonna have a free time. And then you can visit the shrine and the picture spot and also toilet. And I need to tell one important announcement about meeting time and the meeting point, right?
Yeah.
As you know, this is a group tour. Because it's a group tour, if one customer would be late, there's a risk of missing other tour, right? Because every tour is very organized. The time is very tight, right? So make sure, please come back to the bus on time, before the meeting time, alright?
Okay.
So if you would be right, just in case, there is a, under the regulation of our company, I need to assign you as a singer today. So I need to assign you a singer, and you're gonna sing a song here. Because you're gonna make other people's wedding, and you need to entertain other people, right? And please look at the itinerary. Please look at the itinerary. Do you have that? And in the other side of itinerary, there is a red box. Red box. That is a Alright, have you finished? And then I need to tell you the meeting time and the meeting place. Two of the most important things. So, I'm gonna give you a maximum time. Our meeting time is 10:35. 10:35. 10:35. Alright, 10:35. Actually, our office told me leave 10:30. 10:30. But today the weather is nice, and I want to give you the maximum time.
We're going to the 5th station in Mount Fuji. Cái này là hết cô nữa hả? Người cũng được nữa.
Đi là chỉ có hai kiện thôi.
Đúng rồi.
Hồi đó tôi đi nó ở đây nó một của nó mà nó đi lên tới đó là sunrise. Hồi đó đi đó nó đi với cái thằng mát đó. Thằng An vậy mà nó leo tới hơn mình đi rồi để nó có carry cái túi vào.
Carry.
Rồi mày đẩy túi này. Đẩy cái túi của ba này mày bỏ ra.
Theo sao chúng ta đâu? Theo cái này map là hay không? Sao chúng ta cũng mua ra. Theo.
And the temperature is a bit lower than Tokyo, but I think it's good. It's comfortable with a half shirt, and you can leave your belongings, but be careful about your important stuff like your wallet, smartphone, medicine.
Yeah, almost.
để nước này cũng
And
được.
the weather is nice, but sometimes it's a cloudy.
Khỏi.
Cầm chai cũng được.
Ồ, trên này vẫn còn cây xanh á, hay ha.
Xanh lẹ. Sáng
Giống
ở Hawaii.
đúng rồi, Hawaii gì đó.
Hawaii nó đáng
Đây thôi rồi.
Đời cho
Đẹp, như đây đẹp.
chắc tại ở Hawaii cũng mưa vậy, là tại cái đất đi cái chuyến này, cái lần đầu mình đi với các bạn này chắc có 10 năm.
Không phải lâu chín
Lâu rồi à? Nghĩ lâu lúc nó còn trẻ lắm à?
Không mới đây thôi, 2019 có đây thôi. Hay quá, cái này đi hay quá. We approach 5th station.
We soon arriving in the Mount Fuji Fifth Station, and our right side there is a Mount Fuji, but the Mount Fuji is a bit shy now.
Nhìn tay phải nha.
So after getting off the bus, please follow me fast and take a Lucky Bell and then have a free time.
Lucky Bell.
Ủa, nó đưa mình nữa.
And what time is our meeting time?
10:35.
Yeah, 10:35. Coming back to the bus before 35.
Quá thích em, đi rước em. Để rồi đi.
Mình không có thay nhiều xuống thì em đi.
Hay quá. không vô không. Nè thi. Phải nói không? Phải nói không? Phải nói không?
Welcome back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Bus. Oh yeah.
There nữa.
Remember, in the Japan's religion Shintoism, people believe everything has a god. So also, Mount Fuji has a god. Mount Fuji is a god. And actually she's a woman god. And her name is very easy. Her name is Konohana no Sakuya Hime no Mikoto. Easy, right? So she's Konohana. I'm gonna call Konohana, that's shorter, easier. So Konohana is a mountain of a god, and also god of cherry blossom, god of cherry blossom. And she has a kind of love story. So in the ancient time, Konohana was sitting around the lake, and she saw a guy. His name is Ninigi no Mikoto. I'm gonna call him Ninigi. And Ninigi is also a god, and he was traveling Japan, exploring whole land of Japan, and he found her. He found Konohana no Konohana, and just one saw her, he fell in love. He fell in love, just one sight. And also, Konohana also fell in love. And then Ninigi asked her, "Do you marry me?" That's fast. That's very fast. That's very quick. And Konohana's answer was yes. And they decided, so they agreed with the marriage, and they decided to visit the Konohana's father to get his agreement. And his father, her father, the Konohana's father is also God. God of mountain, very strong God. And they visit him, they visit the father, and Ninigi asked him, "May I marry your daughter?" And the father's answer was, no. He disagreed with that, because the Konohana has the older sister. Her name is Iwanaga. She's also God, and the older sister Iwanaga was single. So it's a kind of old tradition that oldest sister should marry before the younger do. So that's why that's why her father disagreed with that, rejected the marriage. So what did the couple? What did the Ninigi and the Konohana? They escaped. They ran away from the father, and they decided to marry. They got married. Of course, the mountain of the god, the father, must be upset, very upset. So what he did to release his anger was, he started to curse people, cast a spell to the people, so that people cannot live longer than cherry blossom. So in a legend, people were originally immortal, live like forever, but because of the spell, people can live like a cherry blossom. Cherry blossom is a tree which can live like 40 years or the maximum 50 years. So that's why in the legend, people become mortal. People have a lifetime. So where's Iwanaga? Where's the older sister? What she's doing? She's still single. She's on Tinder and looking for someone good. Good luck. And then I have a picture of Konohana. Konohana no Sakura-hime no Mikoto.
Chưa nên đi xuống bến mình chụp.
Chụp đi phải đủ không á.
Cái tiếng này giống như tiếng của tụi Hawaii. Dạ.
Học rồi có gì cũng được hết. Được không?
Thank you.
If you would like to take the challenge, please be well prepared and climb it in summer. Because Mount Fuji has uncertain weather and the temperature is very low at the top. You can rent your climbing supplies in Japan. Many people aim to see the sunrise from the top. So it is very popular to stay one night at a mountain hut further up the mountain. If you would like to climb, you had better book the mountain hut head climbing experience. Over 200,000 people climb it within these 1.5 months.
1.5 months.
Cho có 1 tháng rưỡi để tự cái này.
Climbing out to the Mount Fuji. So as the announcement said, the Mount Fuji is open just 2 months a year, July and August. And it seems we have still 1 day of a chance to climb up Mount Fuji. It's open just today and tomorrow. It's closed in September. So, if you don't know what to do tomorrow, why not climbing Mount Fuji?
No.
You just need to be prepared. You just need to have good shoes and also good knees.
Yeah.
Because they don't sell any knees, good knees. Some people like climb up to Mount Fuji from the very early of the morning, like at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. and they can come back from the summit before like at
sunset,
8 or 7 p.m. Yeah, so it's take like whole days. But it is recommended to make a reservation for the like a flat or the staying room, because it's very dangerous during the night time to climb Mount Fuji.
Đi trong ngày được chứ. Mình dậy 2-3 giờ sáng.
During lunch, they also have a Japanese garden next to the restaurant, so we can go to the Japanese garden after finishing lunch. The customers who don't have a reservation for the lunch can go to the Japanese garden directly, alright? here. And chopsticks, please. Please. Rita was emperor, and the emperor needed to hire protection from the enemy. So emperor decided to hire military group, which is called samurai. So that is the origin of samurai. But as time went by, the samurai became more and more powerful and more organized. And then what samurai did was take a political power from the emperor, and they became the next leader of Japan. And the leader of samurai group started to call shogun. Maybe you've heard of it. Shogun is the leader of samurai. And then Japan has a civil war era, where the shogun someone trying to be the shogun so that they can take the position and become a next shogun. So that is a civil war era, and why Japan has a lot of shogun in history. So that was a civil war era, and one important shogun. There is one important shogun in history. His name is Ieyasu Tokugawa. He is the one who stopped the civil war era and also opened Edo. What is Edo? Edo, yeah, Tokyo. Yeah, Edo is a former name of Tokyo. So he's the one who created the Tokyo. So no Ieyasu Tokugawa, no Tokyo, no sushi, no ramen. So that's why he's so important. And to organize the whole land of Japan, he took some strategy. The one is he put a status on people. So he assigned the famous samurai as a daimyo. Daimyo is a landlord. So for example, each region has a daimyo. So for example, Osaka has a daimyo, Kyoto has a daimyo, Nara has a daimyo, Hiroshima has a daimyo, Kanagawa has daimyo, like that. And also, on top of the hierarchy, there's a shogun, and next daimyo, regional landlord. And then after the daimyo, there is samurai. And the following samurai, there is other like a peasant, merchant, like artist or craft person. And what Ieyasu Tokugawa shogun did was control the daimyo, and then daimyo control other peoples. So that's how he organized the whole land of Japan effectively. And also he also had another strategy. So for example, let's say if you are daimyo, for example, if you are daimyo of Osaka, you're gonna live in Osaka, but you cannot live with your family. Because you are shogun, you need to send your family to Edo, because Edo is the place where shogun lives. So Ieyasu Tokugawa built a one castle where daimyo's family lives in. So like he collected like the family members from other daimyos. So that other daimyo, if your family live in Tokyo, you're gonna attack the shogun, right? So that's how he stopped the he stopped the other daimyo from attacking him. Some people say it's collateral, it's hostage. Some people say it's hostage, but actually it's more like a collateral. Because Ieyasu didn't treat them bad. They are treated very well, because they wear very fancy kimonos, and that they can have a meal more than 3 times a day. And also the children of the daimyo's family, were very educated, so that they can grow after they can grow up, they're gonna dedicate to the next shogun. So that's how Ieyasu Tokugawa again controlled the Japan. Collateral status, put a status on people, collateral, and also the third one is related to Hakone. So you cannot live with your family, but you can visit Edo once a year, minimum once a year. If you make a request to the shogun, you can make like a couple times, but at least one time a year you can visit Edo to see your family and also to see shogun. So because it's like 400 years ago, there's no vehicle, there's no motor car, so they needed to make the whole road by their foot. Or maybe some daimyo can use a horse, but most of samurai needed to walk and they need to bring a lot of food. So shogun forced other daimyo to visit Edo, and the daimyo needed to pay for the cost of the travel from, for example, Osaka to Edo. That costs very much, that costs a lot. So if daimyo cannot save a lot of money as shogun, they cannot become stronger than shogun, right? So that's how, once again, he controlled the Japan. That Ieyasu controlled other daimyos to force them to pay a lot, by force them to travel from their regions to Edo. So that is a history. And during the trip from Osaka, for example, Osaka to Edo, there is some checkpoint where daimyo needed to submit like a legal document, and they are checked if they have any like weapons, so that they're not gonna attack the daimyo and they're not gonna attack shogun. And Hakone is the last checkpoint to the Edo, and as I mentioned, it's famous for hot spring. So before entering Edo, the lot of daimyos and samurai take a hot spring in Hakone, so that they can relax before entering Edo. And also there is a shrine, Hakone Shrine, our final destination, and they gonna make a worship for they're gonna pray for their safe travel before entering Edo. So that is how Hakone is related to history, Japan history. That was a long history class.